So here we have Piper, who's very excited. There you go, Pipes. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Very excited. You got it, Pipes? You got it? All right. Thanks for giving us a show, Piper. Thanks, Pipes. Okay. Wanted to show Piper for a minute because Piper is actually part of the story of Amanda and what went on with her. Because originally I got Piper as a really an emotional support dog. And if you follow me, I was married for 25 years, and unfortunately, my wife passed away from alcohol use disorder about 4.5 years ago. And originally, I got Piper as a puppy because our other dog had passed away, Baxter. He was about 15 years old. My son had him through his whole childhood. And we got Piper because Amanda obviously was near the end, and I could tell the last year and a half of her life she had Piper, and they were inseparable. I mean, she would sit on the couch and pretend she was hiding drinking, and Piper would sit next to her and in her lap. And I think it really helped her to have the dog with her at times, certainly emotionally, because I know it was very difficult for her. And I've had Piper in not other videos, but I've made other posts with him because he ended up waiting at the front door after she passed away for 10 months until we moved that house. I did a post a month or so ago, and it's amazing how it affects alcoholism affects everything around them, people, places, and even animals. And I'm really making this video because I think it's important for people to recognize the void that alcoholism, alcohol use disorder, really creates in people's lives. Now, to take Amanda for example, because of her alcoholism, she lost about probably a good, pretty close to 25, 30 years of her life, for starters. She was not able to see her son graduate from college. She's not going to be able to see her son get married. She's not going to be able to see her grandchildren. And if alcohol had not been part of her life, it's highly probable that we probably would have had more children. Honestly, I think that was part of the problem in the early years because she was starting to get consistent, and I didn't know enough about it. And her own life, she wouldn't have suffered so much. That's the hard part. She suffered so terribly, physically, mentally, and emotionally. She had both her knees replaced because of it, 3 operations on her ankle, multiple surgeries, gastrointestinal surgeries, gastric sleeve bypass, many emergency stays, and all that would have never happened if alcohol had been removed from her life. And I really bring this up because it's a subject matter a lot of people don't really think about because you're just so focused and consumed on what's the business at hand. But after a while, when you have a time to step back and you realize that the damage that it did not only to your family but to herself as well. Obviously, she passed away because of the disease. And I tell these stories really to help other families and other alcoholics recognize the path that they're going down and to understand the reality of the situation. If you continue to consume class 1 carcinogen, literally poison, in your body on a regular basis, it will ruin every aspect of your life and take away everything eventually that's most precious to you: your relationships, your health, your finances, and emotionally. You're going to go down a road that I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. And I hope these videos make sense. I hope they're not really about me at this point. Most of the stories that I talk about were years ago. She succumbed to the disease. We're going on almost 5 years in February of next year. So we're only four months away from 5 years anniversary of her passing. And I still think about her quite a bit. Obviously, we do videos on it, but it's not about myself. It's not about even the past. It's really about helping others and to promote sobriety and sustainable sobriety, and to understand this is the direction you need to go. And I generally hope families are able to recognize when they have a loved one that has this issue and step in before they get into the gaslighting, the deflection, and the denial stage, because that's essentially a late stage 3 alcoholic, and that's somebody who's emotionally, physically, chemically addicted, and it's become part of their overall personality. And unfortunately for so many, it's a tad too late. And I hope this message makes sense. And really, I just wanted to make a quick Sunday video because that's what I do, I guess. Again, I have a Facebook group. It's called There's an Alcoholic in the Family. Click on the link above. It's really designed for alcoholics and families. I go live Monday through Friday, right around 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And of course, I have the coaching program. It's called There's an Alcoholic in the Family. Set up a breakthrough call. Call takes about 45 minutes to an hour. We do a deep dive into what's going on with you and your family, but it's really designed to set you up with a coaching program. It's not really a call just to talk. That's not the function of it, or to get free advice. That's not the function of it. It is to really get involved with what we're doing here. And again, thanks so much for listening.